Say it with me, folks. Sonic had a rough transition to 3. Sonic 4 confuses me, because how do you do this? You had more time than most, yet I find you worse than most Sonic games. Okay, man, that's an over-exaggeration. I played Forces because I was bored. No, I'm not a masochist. But I have to say, at least Forces has good music. Infinite's theme is a fucking banger. Before I talk about Sonic the Hedgehog 4, I need to talk about the first 4 Sonic games. 4? How can there be 4 games before this one if this one is Sonic 4? That is because I'm including Sonic CD, you fucking prime. I already talked about Sonic 1, but that was when I was a fetus, so it doesn't count.
Hey guys, what's up?
He sounds so cringe. Sonic 1 was a good start. It was innovative, it was fast, it had fucked up difficulty curves. Seriously, I feel like Marble Zone was hard as piss for a second zone. Fun fact, did you know the Water Zone, I can't be bothered to research its name, was supposed to happen earlier? And in that reality, we never got Sonic 2. Oh, and the Chaos Emeralds are pointless. It's just some damn flowers! Sonic Hedgehog 2, it's the same as Sonic the Hedgehog 1, but faster.
I told you, I'm not a rat! I'm a hedgehog!
I just want to say now, I've not been diagnosed with autism. What was I talking about? Oh yes, Blue Mouse Game 2. It's not just faster, it's not just bluer. It has 2 colors now. Blue and orange! Yeah! Tails is here. Also, there's no speed cap now. You will not notice your removed limits unless, like, once. Unless you're like a speedrunner or something. I am a speedrunner. Speedrunning an asylum, that is. I think the levels are much more vibrant now. Just the game as a whole. It's so much more pretty, except Mecha Sonic Mark II. I don't like Mecha Sonic Mark II. One of my favorite levels in Sonic's Fast Food Drive-In 2 is Aquatic Ruin Zone, because it's outside, vibrant, and it exemplifies Sonic's core game principles, where if you play well, you can keep up a good speed and stay on the good route, but if you're complete dog shit at the game, you'll get the slow and boring part, encouraging you to get better and avoid the boring and lame part. This will become important later. But even Sonic 2 has 2 levels I don't like. Hilltop Zone, because it's Hilltop Zone. And Wing Fortress, because it's Wing Fortress. I don't even know why I don't like them, I just don't. And then there's Metropolis Zone. Sega, we didn't need 3 fucking acts of Metropolis Zone, I swear. If another star bastard hits me when I'm on a screw, I will commit a crime! When Sonic 2 was in development, this was called Genocide City Zone. And I can see why this level makes me want to commit fucking genocide. But in all seriousness, I just have a skill issue. On that level specifically. Fuck that level. Just like the last Sonic game, this music fucking bops. I think I forgot to mention that, but oh well. Time for CD. Ah, yes, Sonic Time Travel. Not that one. Not that one either. Not that. Wow, Sonic does this a lot. I would say CD is a lot closer to 1, except a little worse, because it's less about speed and more about where the fuck is the damn generator? Sonic predicted Dead by Daylight. I'm not the biggest fan of Sonic CD's gameplay, but what it lacks in gameplay makes up for in literally everything else. Sonic, check. Cool Sonic, double, check. Good music, double check. No, for real, this game has 2 banger soundtracks, but I used American because of the opening, speaking of which. This is fucking pretty, oh my lord. This also is one of my most favorite Sonic designs. I love the chart quills, the confidence, the expressiveness. This will become important later. Also, the super peel out. It's so stylish. Arms back, feet blur, and then boom, you're going faster than light. But then, you forget. When you're as fast as Sonic, you have to react as fast as Sonic. And then an enemy appears.
Why do birds suddenly...
And then you lose your time travel power. Oh yeah, the time travel mechanic. I think it's a neat idea, but I also don't give a fuck, so I won't talk about it. That's a lie. You can travel to the past and future by touching its respective sign, and then going fast for a little bit, which can be a bit of a problem in certain areas. But basically, in the past, you get to break a generator in each act to save the future. But if you don't, you get the bad, evil future, where it's... Well, it's the fucking bad future. What do you want me to say? The one spot. There was one spot where you want the bad future.
Sonic, dead or alive, is mine.
The Metal Sonic fight is so fucking cool. The speed, the music, the spectacle. Metal Sonic is so cool. Oh my goodness, there's a reason he always comes back after you kill him. Sheer aura emanating from him is just perfect Sonic villain. I don't even like CD that much. It's just that good of a game. Better do him right. In Sonic Movie 4, not make him speak, I swear. Oh, and Amy Rose is in this game too, I guess. But she doesn't appear again, so she doesn't matter. Sonic McDonald's 3 time! I actually want the Sonic 3 McDonald's toys. I think they're neat. This isn't even a joke, I just want them. So Sonic 3 starts from Sonic 2's good ending, and I just realized I didn't mention Super Sonic. In Sonic 2, if you get all the funny rocks, you can copy Dragon Ball Z and turn Super Saiyan. I'm not joking, look at the fucking concept art! So yeah, in the good ending for Sonic 2, you become Super Sonic and fly alongside the tornado. And in Sonic 3, you continue off of that, and when you reach Angel Island, Knuckles clocks you in the face, chuckles, and then leaves.
Knuckles, unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle.
Thank you, Sega! But why did this random red fuck just smack your shit, steal your piss rocks, and run off? Well, after you destroy the Death Egg in Sonic 2, wow, I'm shit at covering games. When you destroy the Death Egg in Sonic 2, it lands on Angel Island, and then Robotnik tricks Little Red Riding Hood into thinking the blue mouse is gonna steal the big green rock. But why would I want the big one when I already have 7 of the fun ones that make me fast and invincible? But yeah, I think the one who knocks is just kind of a dick throughout the game, flipping switches and chuckling. But once you collect all the cheese diamonds and kit Robotnik butt for a few goated zones, you reach the and Knuckles part of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Except this is technically a separate game, so there are 5 games before Sonic 4. This title is a lie. But when you reach the Mushroom Kingdom, you see the one that can bench a mountain being shady and hiding shit. So what do? You snoop! You investigate the secret door and you see all your rocks become big rocks, so now you have to collect them again. This isn't canon, by the way, and since it's not canon, I will not be covering Hypersonic. Eventually, you get to the Cut Sonic 2 level that they added back in the mobile port, Hidden Palace Zone, except there's no Robotnik playing the trombone, just like a boring character fight. This will be a theme in future Sonic games. But you fight the Guardian of the Floating Island and win, obviously. Then he realizes the fucker with the big-ass mustache is evil, and then gets 500 volts sent through his skeleton. Oh, there is the trombone. But you team up with Bone Pun Victim, and he breaks the wall, then takes you to Sky City, one of my favorite Sonic 3 levels, because I have a lot of fun. Also, Red Riot passed out after pushing a button, something he has done the whole game, and he didn't even laugh this time. Sounds like someone's funny bone's broken. And when you reach the top of the structure, you meet Mecha Sonic! Not the one from Sonic 2, this one's actually cool. This is a close second to my favorite metal doppelganger, because the design is so fucking cool! You go into the fixed Death Egg, oh yeah, he fixed it, and you beat his ass. Give Red Joy-Con back his rock, and fly off. Not in your super form this time, cut to credits. Also, the music fucking slaps again! Michael Jackson was a part of this music, that's how good the damn soundtrack is! With all of that being said, and me being 2 pages into the script, holy shit. Let's move on to the actual topic of this video, Sonic 6. One thing I'm bad at is getting comprehensive writing and giving summaries and reviews. This is a Sonic 4 review, and I'm bad at reviews. So if you thought it was hard to understand before, then buddy, you're in for a treat. Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1 is a 2.5D platformer made by Dimps and published by Sega. It was released on October 7th, 2010, and upon its release, it received unanimous praise as being an amazing successor to the classic Sonic trilogy. This was supposed to be a joke, but Metacritic gave it a 74, and IGN gave it an 8 out of 10. Let that sink in. While I was looking at reviews of Sonic 4 so I could see what the consensus was at the time, I found a comment by Jordan Rodkey, and this comment reads, Sonic the Hedgehog was a mistake. The sensual sexy musk of Max Scoville will never fade though. This was written in 2016, and to this day, I have no idea what Jordan meant by this. So we open up Sonic 4 and we already have problems. Yes, I'm so petty, I'm going to complain about the title screen. I don't know how you fuck up a title screen, but Sonic 4 did it. Sonic looks lifeless, staring forever into your soul, waiting for you to press start, wagging his finger ever so impatiently. Also, I know this is supposed to be a successor to the classic Sonic games, but you don't need Sonic's animation to be so choppy. It's a 3D model, use it to its fullest. But say that you ignore every red flag this title screen gives you and press play cause hell, maybe they didn't have the time or budget to make a better title screen. And you are greeted to a throat punch forever, giving Sonic 4 the benefit of the doubt because your eyes get assaulted with this uber bright mess of colors. Why does Sonic look like that? Look at how they massacred my boy. Sonic looks like I turned the saturation up in the editor. Now I'm no graphic designer, but this looks like shit! Oh, and don't worry, because it's not bad enough that Sonic got pissed on. Every enemy also looks like they're in a deep-fried edit. At least the level itself doesn't fully fry my retinas. But my friend, my pal, my buddy, you thought they only messed up how Sonic looks? No, 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 sir! They also messed up the core component of the classic Sonic trilogy, the physics! Sonic just straight up does not feel good to control. He loses all momentum near instantly after you stop holding forward. Hills barely do jack shit, and the homing attack doesn't even give you speed like it's supposed to. Oh, and the homing attack? The thing that was added to the 3D Sonic games because Sonic was too fast to hit a target in 3D space? Thing all four classic Sonic games did not have because they did not need it. The thing that is fucking antithetical to the classic Sonic principles. So good job. You already fucked up the game before I could even get to Act 2. Not that I want to get Act 2 because this level design is fucking horrid. Now again, I'm not a level designer, but going from Sonic 3's beautiful, open, grand levels to this shit makes me want to commit several crimes. Loop into ramp into homing attack chain. It's not like I get a choice whether or not I use the homing attack chain, because you uncurl from a ball after launching off a ramp. So you have zero option other than homing attack chain. It might not be noticeable at first, but it's really noticeable in Act 2 that the music is shit. And I don't mean the second zone or the second act of the last zone. I mean Act 2 of the first zone. The second level you play, and your ears are already trying to follow a restraining order from your head. For Splash Hill, which is just a Green Hill clone, not an alternative like Emerald Hill, Hilltop, or Palm Tree Panic, which all had something that defines them as themselves, has a vine swinging gimmick. I don't know what I was expecting, but the vines feel like shit to use. What a fucking shock! There's no sense of smoothness at all. You jerk back and forth while swinging. How do you mess up vines? But if you manage to get through that, then you go to Act 3, and I'm already about to commit a crime. And yet you throw me into a third act? I thought we all agreed in Sonic 2 that 2 acts was the perfect amount. But no! You just had to make me trudge through more of this absolute dog urine of a game. I'm not going to cover every act in every zone, so let's speed this up. And by speed this up, I mean go one act ahead and talk about the boss fight. And did I say the music already sucks? It sounds like I'm fighting a clown. And I kind of am, like seriously, the Sonic 1 Wrecking Ball boss again? At least Forces changed it up a bit, jeez. You know how this fight goes, but it just sucks. It's not even worth sharing the energy because of how much this boss sucks. Next zone is Casino Street Zone, and Act 1 allows you to gamble. So really, this is the best game ever made. Take my money. But this level actually isn't that offensive. It's just Casino Night from Sonic 2, but with the physics of Sonic 4. Thus making it 2,000 times worse. Act 2, you do card shenanigans, and the whole boss is just a terrible clone of the one from Sonic 2. Just like the whole level. After this, we get to Lost Labyrinth Act 1, and I don't completely hate it. Like, I still hate it. But it's more enjoyable than before. The music isn't even that bad. The level isn't blinding me for once. Is this an actually good Sonic 4 level? The balls. You just had to throw in the balls. The balls will crush you. They will roll on you. There's so many balls, you would think you are using Linux. I do not like this mechanic. I do not want to deal with this mechanic, but I have to do it for this review, and I can't just cancel this review. The sunk cost fallacy won't let me. And so I play, and I deal with these balls, and I make it to the end of the stage, but Sonic 4 isn't done making a joke out of me. You start Act 2 with a torch, and that's right, you're in a dark level, everyone's favorite trope in gaming. And you have to light your way to the end, and ride on Mario Karts. Yeah, Mario Kart seems like a little bit got stolen from Donkey Kong, but who cares? We're already stealing enough from other Sonic games. Why not steal from Nintendo too? Everyone knows that they're really happy about that. Act 3 and Act 4 just suck. So much. Not nearly as bad as the final level. Yes, I'm skipping over Mad Gear because it's just boring first. You have to do a boss rush. Of all the boring, piss easy, no maiden. The only one that took lives for me was the one that Mad Gear had, and the Death Egg Robot. Which, of course, the fight is stolen from Sonic 2, but 1,000 times worse. because you have bullshit attacks. These attacks are terribly telegraphed. They are insanely quick, so they are very difficult to react to, and unbelievably precise on some of them. And the hand attack where he throws out his hands at you is so obscenely accurate. I got hit by it like 50% of the time. It was like a coin flip, and I love gambling, but I do not want this kind of gambling. And the other time, when the attacks aren't so fast, you have to fucking invest in the speed force just to know what's going on. There's so many of them, you don't even have room to dodge to begin with. After dealing with all these attacks, and getting pretty far, you just have one more hit to land. This fat fuck takes the floor from under you, instantly killing you. Hey Dims, I know you like bottomless pits, but you don't need to add one on the last attack of the game. I genuinely had to get off after I beat this fight due to the music giving me a headache and the boss giving me so much frustration I could hardly think. Whole video I tried to not point fingers. Dimps messed up Sonic 4 so badly, if it didn't have the second name on it, I would think it's a fan game. And the thing is, Dimps made a better Sonic 4 9 years before it even came out. Sonic Advance is a Game Boy Advance game released in 2001, developed by Dimps and published by Sega. It should be of no surprise then that I actually like this game. Believe it or not, the physics are solid, and even if they aren't the same as the classic Sonic games, they are fun. The levels are well designed for the most part, and the bosses are actually a fair challenge for the most part, and the music / sound design is really solid. Now of course no game is perfect, not even Sonic Advance, and there are some things I do not like about this game. I'm going to address them. It's mainly Zone 4 Act 2 and Zone 5 Act 2. For prior, it's the boss. I do not like this boss. You are stuck underwater while Robotnik makes icicles that fall on you, but you can stand on the icicles to get it to the air pocket or hit the doctor. My main gripe is that the ice is not telegraphed, because holy shit, the amount of times I would jump on an icicle only for another to spot above it and hit me before I can do anything is more than I can count. Otherwise, this level isn't that offensive. But Zone 5 Act 2, Angel Island, Dimps. You thought it was funny to put a bottomless pit under every jump? Because I don't see anyone laughing! This is one of my biggest problems with this game, because again, Dimps loves their bottomless pits. Some of these jumps and enemy placements is just straight up evil, and the only thing I can defer is that Satan directly contacted Dimps and told them to add all of this, but besides that, the other things are good, like the music is actually alright. Oh, but D-Word77, what is the difference between Sonic Advance's music and Sonic 4's? You're just biased. And no, I think the stylistic choice for the art of the game actually plays hand in hand with the music. I don't like Sonic 4's music because one, I don't think it sounds good even for the style they are trying to replicate, but also the way the game looks. Sonic 4 is comprised of 3D models and environments, yet it's still trying to play music like it's a game for the Genesis. Not only one, does this come off as lazy nostalgia pandering, but it also just does not fit. Compared to Sonic Advance, where the game is actually pixel art on a machine that can only output these sounds. It fits the style of the game because it is that kind of game. Whereas Sonic 4 is trying to be something it isn't with its music, and since we're now on the topic of how the game looks, in my opinion, Advance is just better. Like, yeah, Sonic 4 is 3D, but just because you use models doesn't make them better. Not all games need to be 3D. Like Pizza Tower, a personal favorite of mine, would be unbelievably difficult to make in 3D because of how expressive the 2D art is. And I'm not saying 3D can't be expressive, although Sega seems to have forgotten that in recent times, but it's a different kind of expressiveness, and I think that's where Sonic 4's art style fails. Because it doesn't use the strengths of 3D, and it tries to copy the 2D Sonic games. I don't really care if Sonic uses his modern appearance or not. In fact, I do like the modern look sometimes. Sonic Advance has beautiful sprites, and they are modern Sonic. Do I think classic Sonic games should feature classic Sonic? Yes, but I don't think modern Sonic ruins it. Like, compare the Sonics from Sonic Advance and Sonic 4. You tell me which one looks better. I am assuming most of you said Advance, but if you said 4, then hell, that's fine. In the end, it's all preference. If you like this game, I can't really blame you. I used to like Sonic 4 too. In fact, there's still parts of this game I like, mainly the special stages. Sure, they may be clones of the special stages from Sonic 1, but I actually prefer them over Sonic 1 because it feels more fair and skill-based, and I like the music in them. This is something I actually think Advance falls flat in, because I found an Advanced special stage, and holy. I get it's restricted by the Game Boy's power and all, but dog, this shit just ain't fun. Overall, I think the name Sonic 4 hurts the game more than anything. But the question is, what would I rate Sonic 4 as Sonic 4? a 0. But as a short Sonic mobile game, like it started as, 3 out of 10. Wow, this was a pretty big video. I know this wasn't the most constructive of videos, it was mainly just me yelling, but I'm trying to improve my content one step at a time. If you want to help with that, you can do the algorithm stuff or go to Patreon. I will also be working on a Sonic Adventure 2 video next, so stay tuned for that one if you want to watch it. Thank you all for watching, have a chaotic evening, good night.